I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about Hugh Jackman admits getting back in shape as the Wolverine character is a lot harder for Deadpool 3. Hugh Jackman, who last played Wolverine almost 6 years ago, 2017, Logan is finding it a lot harder to get back in shape as the character for the upcoming Deadpool 3. Jackman, 54 years old, was recently a guest on the Empire Film podcast and was asked if his training for Wolverine has gotten easier given his hectic schedule. No, a lot harder. Jackman said, I'm doing 8 shows a week right now, so I'm only lifting weights 3 times a week. I'll be getting into it once or twice a day as soon as this month is done, and I have 6 months to prep. I've always had the same approach every time I go in. 6 months. Are you serious? He's gonna prep for 6 months? Wow. Let me see. Anything? It makes sense considering. Hold on, let me see. I wanted to be better than ever, or to be in better shape than ever, more able to do things than ever. I just added the incentive of taking Ryan Reynolds out each day. It makes sense considering both Wolverine and Deadpool have no love for one another. How do I categorize it? 10 being really close, 0 being the reality. We're 0. We're opposites, hate each other, Jackman said of the on-screen dynamic between the Wolverine and Deadpool characters that audience will see in the upcoming Marvel Studios produced sequel. Okay. Jackman added, I'm just talking from my perspective. Logan's frustration with him wants to be a million miles away from him, or wants him to punch him in the head. Unfortunately, he can't be a million miles away from him in this movie, so I'm probably gonna punch him in the head a lot. Okay, is there anything I want to get into, like the workout, right? Is there anything in here that says about his workout? Unfortunately, that's all that we have that about his workout. It was just basically the first paragraph, right? Let's go back to that. Maybe that'll give us, basically what we came for. Basically says, Hugh Jackman says, no, it's a lot harder. I'm doing 8 shows a week right now. I guess that's on Broadway, so I'm only lifting weights 3 times a week. I'll be getting into it once or twice a day as soon as this month is done, and I'll have 6 months to prep. I always have the same approach every time I go in. Wow. So that's interesting. That's basically what we came for, that Hugh Jackman says. I mean, it's kind of interesting that he said, even though he's not really prepping for it at this moment, somehow he said that it's a lot harder already. That's interesting. I think we could do this story in about 3 or 4 months to see what his opinion is, because right now he's, like he said, he's not really prepping for it at all. He's only lifting weights 3 times a week, right? And then at the end of the month, starting in January, he's gonna be lifting weights and prepping for this role once or twice a day for 6 months. I think that's when we'll really get into, is it harder? Is it easier? Is it the same? And what else have you implemented into your approach to become this Wolverine character in 6 months? But let me know your opinion of this story. Are you basically going to be like Hugh Jackman and, at the start of the new year, 2023, go to the gym once or twice a day and work out, right? Like everybody does at the beginning of the year, and we'll see you in 6 months. But I'm Jason, the world is yours. Today, we had a story about Hugh Jackman admits getting back into shape as the Wolverine character is a lot harder for Deadpool 3. It probably would be easier. Is this, I haven't done too much research into this Deadpool 3 movie, but is this, I don't think, it's a co-star situation, or is this, him just making an appearance as the Wolverine character? I would imagine if there was like a Logan Part 2 or another Wolverine movie, you know, it'd probably be a lot easier, right, to get into the character when you get paid the main star paycheck. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.